funky storm from what we call a synoptic standpoint in meteorology, which is kind of a large scale standpoint. This is not a classic setup for us to get a bunch of snow because we've got this northern stream piece of energy, this southern stream piece of energy. Traditionally, when you want a good storm, or you don't want it, but it's going to happen, these two will phase together and a low will just move up into the Gulf of Maine. That's not going to happen in this scenario, but we'll get just enough moisture from the southern part of this to feed the northern part and give us enough moisture, and you'll see that coming in after midnight tonight. So up until midnight, we're fine. This is midnight, and you can see the snow just eking its way through Massachusetts and then over the border around 1, 2 in the morning. Initially very light. If you get caught out in this stuff for the first half hour or so, it should be okay. After that, it gets moderate, and there's some heavy bursts in there. And some of us over southern and western Maine will wake up tomorrow morning to several inches of snow already, especially Oxford County and back into the Lakes region of New Hampshire. That snow continues along the coast through a good part of the day. So even though we will transition over to rain along the coast, there will be snow, and we'll talk about how much here in a second, but it will be accumulating snow. This is the middle of the day, noon, and we just start to get that warmer air in along the surface. That's when we change over to rain along the immediate coastline. Inland, that warmer area is just aloft, and so we change over to freezing rain, most likely, maybe some sleet. Meanwhile, just still thumping in the mountains through tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Most of us transition back over from what we have, which might be rain along the coast, over to sleet, freezing rain, and snow before this thing ends on Sunday morning. So kind of all modes of precipitation going on. Where it stays snow, there's a lot of moisture, and so I added a 12 to 24 inch contour. That's a big number, obviously, but I think they'll be able to get it. 6 to 12 inches, and I did include Lewiston and Augusta in that, to be clear. This transition zone in here, Hollis, Sanford, Windham, you know who you are, that's going to get dicey because you're going to get probably 5 or 6 inches of snow, and on top of that, the freezing rain. So that's where we could have some power outage issues. Luckily, we don't have much in the way of wind here. Heading to the north, I put Bangor in 6 to 12 inches, and then we transition to 1 to 3 with rain on top over Washington and Hancock County, and then 12 to 24 across northern Maine. Jackman, for example, will be included in that, Greenville as well. So the ice, don't worry about the numbers here, just the contour. Those are zones that we could see some ice tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. So a whole lot going on there. And I think it gets pretty dicey tomorrow afternoon for driving. But you guys are adults, decide what to do. It's just going to be a little rough. And then Sunday we clear out, and it looks quiet into next week with some showers and temperatures popping back into the mid-40s.
Does Mother Nature not know that it is Maine Maple Weekend?
I know, not at all, and
So-
doesn't know it's spring either.
Well, yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
The Maine maple producers, a lot of them have said they're going to try and stay open, but you probably got to check, especially with the driving conditions.
Meantime, the ski areas, the snowmobilers, we can hear them cheering already.
There's like, this could be for, I was checking with my contacts in the mountains, a lot of them said they think their biggest storm is around 14 inches, so this could be the biggest of the season in late March, yeah.
All right, thanks, Keith.